it takes a lot of maturity. It takes a lot of maturity for a man to have access to a number of women that he can call up 7 days a week and have the knowledge and understanding on why he shouldn't. I understand now that a lot of men can't move in that energy. A lot of men can't suppress that energy in us because they don't really understand what it is. They don't understand what it does. They don't understand how much it governs their existence. At ease, brothers. Now let's do some quick preventative maintenance, right? And what I mean by that is, a lot of times when life happens, meaning something goes wrong, right? Not saying the bottom falls out, but when something goes wrong, a lot of times, man, we'll look around and be like, on an energetic level, on a spiritual level, we'll look around and say, like, how did this happen? And then we'll turn around and look back and see where we were moving a certain way. And now this result that we've received, like, it makes sense now. So what we have to start doing, man, is getting into habits of having conversations like this, man, just doing some preventative maintenance to make sure that all systems are running correctly. In other words, making sure that we're tapped in and moving as we should, man. Because a lot of us claim to believe a certain thing or move in a certain energy, but at sometimes, man, life will happen and we'll go off the path and we're really not moving in it. We'll say we believe in it, but we're not actually moving in it, man. So brothers, let's talk about some of the areas, man, I feel, I guess, that we can we fall back in sometimes, and it causes our world to do a certain thing, right? One thing I've been talking about lately, man, off and on, is those two greatest commandments that the messenger spoke of. One is love God with all your heart, love your brother like you love yourself, right? I believe that I don't think people really understand the power and the magnitude of those things, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how all things are created. That's how all karma is created. That's how all energy is. Like, everything resides in those two greatest commandments, right? But what I'm getting to is, I think the reason why a lot of people can't move in that energy, can't really take advantage of the power hidden within that, is because of their judgment on people, places, and things. And there's a Bible verse, man, that talks about thou shalt not judge. And I don't think people really understand the weight of that, because those two are connected. You know what I'm saying? Meaning I believe that a lot of people can't thrive like they want to. I think a lot of people don't even have the peace that they want in life, because they don't understand those two are together. Like they're judging people a certain way, looking at people in a certain energy, and it's actually blocking them from moving forward. The two are connected. Like, we live in a time, man, where if it didn't come from a person on IG that looks a certain way, that drives a certain thing, that lives in a certain crib, that then it's like, it can't be gold. And I think a lot of people are not only missing certain blessings, but missing certain opportunities to be blessed, if you want to use that word, because of that judgment. Cut my ring off, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, I've said this before. Like, the reason I'm sitting right here, right now, living in my own world, living my life like I want to live, the reason my life is doing what it's doing right now is strictly because of the words that came out of the mouth of a homeless man. A man sitting on the street corner selling newspapers for 50 cents changed my whole existence. Because I was able to look at that man and see him as myself. Like one thing, and this is one thing, I'm gonna tell you this. When I see people move like this, I'm really not saying I'm angry with them, because I'm not, but I can't blend energies with them. When people put people in factions or ranks in life, but I just can't roll with people like that. I just can't do it. And it's because I know they lack a whole lot of understanding. They lack a whole lot of understanding. In other words, if you treat a person that makes a certain amount of money different than you treat the brother that's flipping burgers, brother, you're not really plugged in like you think you are. And by the way that you moving like that, it keeps you from creating certain things in life. Because it goes back to that commandment, like treat your brother like you treat yourself, because you're creating your own reality. So a lot of people walk around here with the big head and the ego and and they're wondering why their life hits so much turmoil, man. Like it may look like they're winning in certain areas, but energetically they're shut down because they're not loving mankind like they should. So that's something we gotta check, man. We gotta check ourselves on that. Even us brothers, man. When it comes to relationships, brothers, like. And I'm not, I'll say this. When a man is in his teens, when a man is in his 20s, maybe early 30s, man, we move a certain way. We kind of just, we're more in a sowing of oats type energy. We move. But brothers, as we get older, we got to start moving different. Like we have to start looking at women, and I'm still talking about judging. We have to start looking at women for different, attributes that they have, man. And I remember this, man. Because I'll say this, a lot of times, man, we can miss out on a lot of experiences because we're judging women because they are something or are not something. I remember, man, back in I don't know, this might have been around 2014. I met this. I was living back near my hometown, man, and I met this young lady, and it's crazy that I didn't know her. Same hometown, we knew a lot of people. It's crazy that I didn't know her. And I saw this sister on Facebook, and she, at the time, she was a real, what a lot of women refer to as, I think, like homely or something. Like she was very kind of sheltered energy, kind of no really lot of pictures on the on Facebook. She was just real kind of sheltered. But man, I saw her and I was like, damn, she cute. But I could tell nobody else had ever seen her like that. Not saying she never dated, not saying that, but I could tell like her life was kind of dry in that area. And something in me said, man, you know what? I know a lot of people might look at me funny for shooting my shot at her. She had a few pounds on her. She was cute. She was thick. She was fine. But I shot my shot, man, and we end up having a very quick thing. Whether you call it relationship, it was a relationship. It was a real thing, man. But and when it ended, it just kind of just ended. I could tell that our paths had crossed just for a certain reason. And the thing is, this is the reason I think we crossed each other. One, because I think she showed me that there are women that can still move in a certain energy, like modest type, whatever energy. And I think I showed her that she was actually a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Because when our lives went our separate ways, we never had any beef. We never, we even kind of kept in contact for a while. But we, and I think that situation played out. Like the gems I got from knowing her, it came from me looking at her and not judging her. Not saying, oh, well, she ain't built like so-and-so. Oh, well, she ain't da-da-da-da-da. She ain't got so many followers. Like, so all I'm saying is, like, when it comes to relationship, brothers, a lot of us brothers are missing out on some golden women because they don't fit this mold that your brothers want a woman to look in, man. So we need to check ourselves, man, on if we're judging the brothers and sisters around us, bro. Or are we using that second greatest commandment and loving and looking at everything through the lens of God and loving everything like I said? Like, you don't understand the power in that. And I understand that even though I'm saying it right now, a lot of y'all brothers are like, oh, okay, y'all heard that. Next. You don't understand the magnitude of that, brother. Like that is the two greatest commandments, and I'm not finna go into it now. Brother, I can speak on nuggets for 2 or 3 hours on this. Like everything resides in this, bro. So yeah, read that thing, man. Go check that thing out if you haven't checked it out. And I would say the next thing is, man, is as far as preventative maintenance is we have to really check ourselves, brothers, and see if we really trust this thing that we say we stand on. Do we really trust this entity? Do we really trust the source? Do we really trust God like we say we do? Again, we can go to church every day, man, and serve on the usher board and sing in the choir. Hell, some of us even in the pulpit. Some of us even deacons. We can go through these motions, man, and we do it for so long, and it's almost just like second nature. But it's like, okay, you know what? Not even that. Even us men that kind of walk on our own when it comes to spirituality. Like I don't want to be associated with any governing earthly body when it comes to my spirituality. So a lot of us that move in that energy, a lot of us, man, we'll get a lot of information and downloads from meditation and prayer, whatever. We'll read a lot of books. We'll get information from content creators. It's like, okay, I get all this data, all this understanding that resonates on the inside of me. It's like, am I really standing on it? I made a video, it might have been a year, it might have been 3 or 4 years ago. Shoot. Well, I said, are we moving like the messenger? Like a lot of people claim to follow the messenger, right? You know, like that's the way I walk, that's the way I live. But do you really? Like ask yourself, preventative maintenance, brothers. Ask yourself, do you really trust that entity that we speak of? When you set your goals, when you say, hey, okay, this is my vision, that's where I'm going. I understand the life I'm getting ready to build looks nothing like where I am now. I understand that it's going to take an act of God. It's going to take me, quantum leaping to achieve that thing. Do you really trust the source that we say we stand on? Do you trust the process? Do you trust the creation process? Do you believe that God is what it says it is and does what it says it does? Or does it just feel good to fellowship with those that sing that song? You know what I'm saying? It's a difference, man. And when I say do you trust, meaning do you correct? Do you recalibrate as soon as you see that first hurdle? As soon as you see that first pothole, are you putting it in park saying, you know what? I know I shouldn't have even took this journey. Like I see potholes, I see trees falling across the road, I see ghosts and goblins down the road. Like I'm not even gonna take this trip. Or do you say, you know what? I expected this. Do you say, you know what? I understand now that since I'm moving in a higher vibration, I understand that it's gonna be some things coming to get me. It's gonna be some people coming to rob me of my light. It's gonna be some obstacles in the road to make me question if I should have even came on this journey. Do you trust that source, or are you gonna throw it in reverse and just drive back to church and shuck and jive again because it feels good? We gotta be a group of men that stop dancing and start moving, bro. We got to stop being dancers and talkers and speakers and move. I don't even want to talk to brothers that don't move no more. That's so 2024. That's so 2018. That's so 2016 when I started talking on YouTube. Hey, brothers, this is how we should move. It's like, brothers, I'm only talking to brothers that are on the path now. All the other brothers can watch from a distance, and if they choose to come, they can get on board. But I'm not even preaching to brothers in the bleachers no more. I'm not even preaching to brothers in the bleachers because they're only watching. I'm talking to brothers in the game. I'm talking to brothers in the huddle with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to brothers on the sideline coming in and we relieving each other because we're moving. It's all about movement now, man. We have to stop being spectators and talkers and singers and actors and become players of the game, bro. We have to become players of the game. And at this day and age, what the world is doing, you can't even associate yourself with people that aren't playing the game. Not saying you can't be cool, not saying, hey, what's up, bro? We cool, you know. But as far as blending your energy, sharing your thoughts, you can't do it, bro. If a brother is not willing to do the work, he's a spectator. The brothers in the circle, we've been talking about this. Like, it's all about movement now, man. Like, we don't have time for just people that want to watch on the sidelines. We don't even want your intel. If you don't want to put the work in, and I'm just talking about brothers in general, all of us brothers that are moving in a forward direction, if someone just wants to give you intel and they're in the bleachers, but you don't know what they're giving you. They're giving you something they don't even have the kahunas to even play the game, bro. So anyway, trust in the process, man. Trust in the process that, again, like I said, when we set those goals, man, and move toward that mission, you got to understand that as soon as you set that goal, bro, and move in that direction, instantly the world is going to change. Instantly, a lot of people that are your friends, a lot of people that are your loved ones, a lot of people that are on your side, instantly will show their true intentions just because you took that one step. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole other video. I might go in on that, man. But just understand that, right? And the third thing, man, I want to say, man, as far as preventative maintenance, and I'll be honest, bro, this is not a conversation that us as men have enough, nor do I believe a lot of us men are spiritually mature to have it, man. And that thing we got to talk about, brothers, is protecting our temples, man. Protecting our temples. And we can look at that so many different ways from so many different avenues. But I'll start with the most common, right? Which is our interaction on a sexual level, right? Like at some point, man, we got to come to a level of, I'll say it's not even maturity, man. At some point we got to come to a level of understanding. That's what it is. Understanding the power of our sexual energy, bro. Like I can hear men talking, and chicks over here, and I can tell, like, bro, like, that's cool. It was cool back in 25, man. Okay, yeah, you got women, the phone blowing up. But at a certain time, man, I'll say this: it takes a lot of maturity. It takes a lot of maturity for a man to have access to a number of women that he can call up 7 days a week and have the knowledge and understanding on why he shouldn't. I understand now that a lot of men can't move in that energy. A lot of men can't suppress that energy in us because they don't really understand what it is. They don't understand what it does. They don't understand how much it governs their existence. So they take this energy and they just toss it out like Oprah tossing out car keys or whatever you know what I'm saying? A lot of men don't understand that, bro, but you have to protect your temple. Long gone are the days, man, where a chick can just be feeling you and want to come hang with you and you just want to smack. Long gone are those days, bro. Like to even think like that. To even think like that with what the world is doing and understanding our power is crazy to me. It's crazy to me, man. Like a lot of brothers put the energy on, and it's a real thing that a woman, like any woman, I don't care what color, race, I don't care what size she is. I don't care what her flaws are. Any woman, I believe, at any point in time of her life has access to sex. She can look at her DMs and somebody on the planet is gonna want to smash. I don't believe there's a woman in existence that doesn't have that. That's just the way the world works, right? So that makes a lot of men automatically put themselves on the opposite end of one that is supposed to be chasing that. But you got to come out of that energy, man, and understand, like, okay, I understand that in this third dimensional plane, women are the one that sex is so accessible. But what that does to a lot of men's mind is make us think that since a woman is so accessible, that must mean I'm on the energy of my energy can just be tossed all around. That's not the case, bro. Maybe for common men it is. Because back when I moved in common energies, that was the way I moved. Like, oh, this weekend. But it's like once I understood who I was like, whoa, like I'm giving this away to anybody. Because you got to understand this. Maybe I'm speaking for myself. I don't know. But if I connect with a woman on a certain level, on any level, her life is changed, bro. I'm talking about, of course, sexual. If I'm giving a woman sexual energy, brother, she's finna feel a level of God in her life. She's not gonna know where it came from. And that's not me talking, oh, so you think you better? No, I just know how I move. Bro. There's not a woman on the planet, even the ones that can't stand me. Even the ones that can't stand me, they can't say, you know what, just because I was associated with soul, like, shit, my life started doing something. I began to get downloads. I began to get blessed because I was entertaining a man that walked in a certain energy. So understanding that, bro, you got to understand that shit. Like everybody's not, and I know it sounds funny coming from men, bro, but us as men that know who we are, we have to move in this energy like, bro, like a woman has to show herself approved, man. I'm not even talking about just sex, but just to get your emotional energy. I'm not finna be texting back and forth and FaceTiming some chick that's moving a certain way, because to me, it's still energy. It's still energy. Once I see a woman move in a certain way or show a certain, or let that mask slip off, that energy is done. Oh, it's done, bro. No hard feelings at all. But I can't give this energy. Let me rephrase that. We as men can't give this energy, this essence that's bestowed upon us to anybody. Like my sister I was talking to last night, man, she said, it's a Bible verse, like casting pearls to swine or something like that. Like that's a real thing. You can't cast this God energy to people that aren't worth it, man. Women that aren't worth it. Like we got to come out of that, man. And that us walking in that energy is really why the world is doing a lot of what it's doing when it comes to relationships and women moving like they moving, because we're giving that God energy to the wrong women. And once they get that energy, brother, it does something to the mind. I'm gonna say this, and I've said it before, that like you pouring your God energy into a woman that hasn't done the work to receive it, it does something to their mind. It actually destroys them, because you can't be in that God energy without seeing yourself. So it's actually going to destroy them. It's like that Bible verse that says you can't put new wine in old wineskins. You can't put a new energy. You can't put God essence into something that still resides in their old form. You're getting ready to destroy them, bro. You're getting ready to destroy that woman. So if you're moving in a certain energy and you know your power, you know what your essence entails, and you're going around and you're dropping pipe everywhere you go, you gotta understand, man. You not only are you doing yourself a disservice, bro, you're doing the world a disservice, man. You're doing the world a disservice. So all I'm saying is, brother, the reason I want to have this conversation is, just a preventative maintenance. Just to take an opportunity, brother, for all of us to look at ourselves, right? And I think it's wise for a man to look at himself when life is good. I believe that's one area we slip in. Like, of course, when we hit our bottoms or we have problems, everybody want to go inside then. Oh, let me go inside and look at the work and see what I've been doing. It's like, no, let's not wait until something happens. Let's always do that inner work when life is good. So when we do hit that roadblock or hit that pitfall, we don't fall inside of it. We can see it, and since we're connected to that inner world, we can navigate properly. And if something does happen, we have the trust, we have the know-how to say, you know what? Okay, I see this whole life fell in. It happens. It's life. But now I'm still plugged in. Like I never unplugged. So let me just climb my ass out this hole and keep on trucking. What did I learn from that, from that event? And keep it moving, grow from it. This world is a beautiful thing, bro. This world, man, it's like this world, I don't think we understand. I don't think we really understand, I'll say, the beauty of life. I don't think we'll understand it until it's gone. Like the things that are so simple to us, just regular life and looking at the simple things in life. Like we don't understand the magnitude.